Now, you want to get into this, let's get into it. This sorry operation needs to stop.
And I'm talking about some real
You know what I mean? Could jeopardize.
I hate y'all niggas.
Rapping fast don't mean you can rap, so shut the fuck up.
You ain't shit. Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that. You ain't shit. 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 You ain't shit.
But we back with another one when they thought it wasn't gonna be there.
It's been a while.
Hey, just so you know, I'm probably gonna cut out of here early.
That's cool. That's fine. That's fine.
Cause I ain't shit.
Definitely ain't shit. Definitely, that's a fact. Welcome to the world's worst podcast, ASG Radio. I got my co-host with me, man of many backgrounds and rooms and portraits.
I take them on an adventure in my box. Pause, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's definitely plausible. But hey, introduce yourself there, Foss. Tell the people who you are.
Foster child, man. That's all I got.
Frontline Apparel.
Frontline apparel, of course.
Who we got with us?
Foster parent, man. That's all I got.
Hey, man, it's been a while, man. We haven't been on in a minute, man. I kind of missed going live with you guys.
I'm sorry.
Nah, it's nobody's fault. It's just, stuff happens.
I feel like I need a hat on. It's not right if I don't have a hat on.
I mean, there was a event canceled. We were supposed to be in Cleveland, and then I know I had a bunch of stuff going on outside of that, so last week we couldn't film. So, but we here this week, and we can get into what we're gonna talk about because it was like a big card this weekend. Foster was in the building. How was Atlanta, man?
Quick trip, but it was a good time. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah. I saw the pictures and the videos, the after party, the VIP type thing, man. It was pretty wild, man. Oh
yeah, that was that damn near topped the actual event itself. But yeah, it was definitely a fun after party situation.
Now you go to these RBE events, like you go pretty frequent. Are they in the same venue all the time?
Oh, you talking about the actual RBE events?
Yeah.
Lately, for a while, I had only been to the two Max Out events, so those were in the same ones, and then I missed like probably a year's worth of cards just because it conflicted with my schedule. Our rap committee had an event the same weekend, stuff like that. So the last event I went to was actually Max Out 2. It was like a while ago. I didn't go to any of the straight to it. Yeah, so this new venue with the blue lights, I think it's what they've been using lately, and that was a cool venue. But like most leagues, they find a good spot and they use it, and they can't. Yeah. So.
No, okay. Man, that was overall. How was the atmosphere in the building?
It was popping in there. Like it was a nice size crowd. They only give you that one view. They give you that view with the backdrop and stuff like that. But there's a whole, there was a pretty nice size crowd behind the cameras that you just hear. But yeah, the energy was definitely there. They were, very, very timely with the event. Like I was a little late, missed all of the one SKs, and it was probably only 2 hours after the doors open. And you know how sometimes doors open at 12 and the battles don't start to 1:30, 2 o'clock. So they had to start.
You got there about 5?
Nah, I got there at like 2:30 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But I think they started right when the doors opened because
wow.
I figured I wouldn't miss. I caught the last one SK. I was there before, but other than that, they must have ran off those battles and pretty damn. I mean, I think they're one round. You know, the one SK was one rounder, so they're not long battles.
Yeah, but the way they was talking in them face-offs, I wanted to know what was happening because they was talking like vets.
Yeah, yeah.
They were talking heavy.
Yeah, I didn't see any of the one SK.
Okay. Did you get a chance to watch the face-offs?
Hell no. I think I was traveling or.
Yeah. I want you. It's still up.
Oh, no, I just didn't get a chance to watch.
I want you to watch and give me your opinion how you think Cassidy did in hosting it because he kind of hosted it.
I saw the clips, like the little 8-minute clips or the little short clips. I did see. Figured that the stuff they recorded on the 15 Minutes of Fame wasn't the entirety of the face-off. So, but I think from what I can see, Cass did well, kind of taking a backseat to the artist.
Yeah, I was shocked. Clax, you get a chance to see the face-offs?
I just seen the clips.
Yeah, I was shocked. He didn't do anything spectacular, but he didn't ruin it either. He was good though.
He didn't get up there and talk about himself the whole time. He didn't get up there and talk about himself the whole time.
No.
Yeah.
It was more like, oh, you sound like you ready to do. You sound like you about to go up there and go crazy tomorrow. You know, he was on that type shit. I think Hollow called him. Well, I know Hollow called him out, and he was like, "What you want? You want to go right now?" So they stood up and acted like they was about to go, and I'm sitting there the whole time like, "Nah, they ain't gonna rap, no." And Cassidy's like, Cassidy don't rap for free. Are you kidding me? Sat back now.
It seemed believable, but
yeah, it seemed believable. But I'm thinking, nah, they ain't about to do this. But anyway, first battle outside of the SKs was B Magic versus Coach Coleon. Am I correct? Now, I didn't see all of that battle. So you can just tell us. Like I did buy the pay-per-view, but I haven't watched every single battle yet. So it's been stuff I got going on. I haven't been able to sit down and watch most of it, but I have. I mean, some of them. I watched most of it though. So what do you think about the B Magic and Coach Coleon?
That battle pretty much kind of went how I expected it to go, where this was a kind of opportunity for Coach to showcase his skills against the biggest name he's faced thus far. Magic kind of gave you a taste. He gave you a look of that vintage, B Magic. It just, I think Coach just, I won't say he took it more serious, but he's still in that stage where he's hungry and trying to get notoriety. So you could see the intensity and the effort involved in it. But Coach is a dude that even before he got on URL, I mean, even before he got on RBE, he was one of those guys that I always thought like should be on a big platform somewhere. And it was just a matter of time before he got that opportunity. And he's definitely going to be a mainstay on RBE. They're going to continue to feed him and I mean he's got the bags and bodies, he's got that exposure as well. So I think it's only up for here for Coach Corleone.
Clax, did you get a chance to see the battle at all?
No.
What's your opinion about Coach Corleone?
I like Coach. I think he's dope.
Yeah, Coach is dope. Coach is dope. I saw the first round, and Magic did his thing in the first round. He was cool, and then Coach was shaking that shit. He was shaking that bitch like first round. He was. I mean, it wasn't just punches; it was the word plays and the setups. Before we can get to the punch, they was going crazy. So he was
very unorthodox.
You can tell he was waiting for an opportunity like this. You know what I'm saying? So
he had a bar. He had a bar that stuck out to me. It was basically about ordering a new gun, and he was like, "I can't wait for that bitch to get here like my work wife."
Yeah. First round.
The first round, like
it might have been the first round. I remember hearing that.
That shit hit for me. I was like, "Hey, that one girl that worked, can't wait for that bitch to get here."
It's like my work wife. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
That was fine.
Let's see. What was the next bet?
Like, I never heard it close to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a creative punch. Coach was dope. I'm hearing that Coach won. I'm hearing, I haven't heard. Well, Verb was saying that B Magic did a phenomenal job. That's St. Louis. He did.
Yeah, he did a good job though. He definitely did.
He did. He probably did do good, but I want to hear it from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Because Verb is not going to hate on St. Louis. He's not going to say nothing bad. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Who's next? Who's the next battle?
Might have been Pain and Bad News.
That was a good battle. I saw that whole battle. No, I missed Pain's first round.
Okay.
When I finally tuned in, when I tuned back in, it was News had just started in the first, and News was going in the first. Yeah, it was a good back and forth. News is just he's resurged. Like, I don't know if the actual opportunities have made him step it up, but he's just like, ever since Midnight Madness, he's been better than he has been. And Pain gonna be Pain. Pain is gonna do. He gonna give you 3 consistent good rounds. Every time he gonna shake the room. You know what I'm saying? So, but the second and third was really, really close. So I didn't see Pain's first. So, but I could tell. I mean, I don't know, but if Pain's first was better than News, then I need to go watch that first. I need to go watch that battle after this, because if it was better than that, it was definitely one of them ones.
Right.
So, who was the next battle? Caution, right?
Caution and QB.
Man, I was shocked. Now, no disrespect to QB, but I'm thinking Caution is, up and coming talent. The Brick, it's basically a home game for her.
Kind of.
The odds, kind of, you know what I'm saying? That's she says it's her house, you know what I'm saying? And I'm expecting a whole lot from Caution, and not so much. I expect disrespect from QB, but she has some shit. QB has some shit all 3 rounds. Like, it wasn't even like disrespectful shit. It was just, she was just going crazy. Yeah. And I thought after that first round, after Caution's first round, I left. After that first round, I'm like, no, this is it from Caution. Okay. Then QB goes and goes crazy. Caution had a great second round, but QB's second round was probably a little bit better. And in the thirds, I think I had QB winning the third clearly.
Yeah.
How you call it?
So first off, I think a lot of people forget that like QB is an original. Not only RBE original, but just in battle. She goes back to grind time. So like I'm watching the battle and like no bullshit. Hitman was fanning out. He was saying this, and then QB told me later on, but he was like QB was one of my favorites, like early on when he was coming up. And I was like, but if you notice, the RBE originals did very well. So like Big K, Rosenberg.
We're gonna get to that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was and the crowd was definitely leaning more towards their particular styles.
Yeah.
And yeah, QB just showed like because Caution was on a crazy run, like the tournament. She battled. She's been battling RBE all year, obviously. From the outside looking in, there was nothing would tell you that she was going to come in there and clearly get beat by QB. You just would not have thought that. But yeah, that was a flawless performance.
Yeah.
By QB, and yeah, she really showed like because Caution been talking big shit, and like I really feel like QB just felt like people haven't been respecting what she's been doing since she came back, even with the A-Ward battle, which was a solid battle, but that Caution shit was a different level of yeah, and it wasn't real disrespectful. Like she broke down her opponent.
I think it was one disrespectful round bar in the third, and it wasn't even crazy like that.
You know what she talked about? She talked about how Caution has 3 kids, and she was like, "Can you see her going crazy on the deck?" Like,
yeah,
it was funny.
That's when she went. Yeah,
she said, "What did she say?" She said she looked like Swave Sever with she.
I forgot what she said. Swave Sever after, but that was crazy.
Yeah, that shit was good.
And then you know what's crazy? Somebody said in the comments, QB versus Swave Sever.
Who versus?
They during the battle, somebody said on in the comments QB versus Swave Sever or something.
Before she said it or something?
It was either it was in the comments of the face off.
Oh, the face off before the battle.
Yeah. That shit was wild. That shit was wild. And then she said it in her and it was like, God damn.
I felt kind of bad because the way that I don't know. In the moment, that's gotta just be awful when everybody's just laughing at you like, damn.
So after that battle, I had to leave because we did some filming. But like I said, I bought the pay-per-view, so I was able to watch the other stuff. So I'm filming, and I get a inbox from Foster. And Foster says, I forgot what he said. He said, no, Big K, no. I'm thinking, and the first thing I thought was, damn, Big K
up the choker, yeah.
Yeah, so I inboxed back like, what happened? He was like, he's doing A-Ward filthy, and it's not fair. And I'm like, what? Like, you couldn't have told me that he was gonna do A-Ward like that, right? So I finished filming, and it was me, Jody, Hank, MH Taz, and I started playing the A Ward versus Big K. And after A Ward's first round, I'm like, okay, not bad.
Right.
In the middle of Big K's first round, I said, damn, Big K rapping a long motherfucking time.
Man.
You know, the dog do 90 seconds and that's it. Like he'll give you a minute and a half, 2. But it was a certain point where he shook the room and I'm thinking it's over. I'm waiting for A Ward to rap. And then Big K continues. And I'm like, damn, Big K still rapping? He had to have like a 6-minute first. Did you see it, Clax, at all?
I didn't.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't had a chance, man. Busy all weekend.
Man, when you get a chance, man, watch that shit was surgical. Like Big K rapped about 6 minutes his first round. Am I correct, Foss? Didn't it seem like that?
Yeah, like it's hard to time it out because the reactions was just
With the reactions.
Yeah, but I'm not used to watching K rap for that long, regardless of that was crazy. Like, and he wasn't even thinking about calling time on A Ward, and A Ward had long round, decent, probably the same length rounds, but with less powerful reactions. So
now,
yeah,
I'm sitting here watching it, right, and I'm saying Big K must have emptied the whole clip in the first round. He ain't gonna have shit in his second and third.
That's what I was standing next to Super Black, right? We watching the battle, and I'm like, there's no fucking way his first, that his second or third is gonna match up to the first. It's just what else can he do? Like he's got to run out of steam at some point. But
yeah. I just said there's no way. He must have wrapped his whole battle this first round. I said he ain't got nothing in the second and third. A Ward's gonna win the second and third easy. So A Ward has a very good second round.
Mm-hmm.
Big K raps. It's more. I mean, Big K it's looking like he's bullying A Ward.
Do you remember the Black History? No, not the Black History. The Black Christian bar.
Man,
that shit was.
yes.
That was one of those where it was like
you're like basically you're an idiot if you're black in Christianity.
And people kind of felt that too, like, damn.
How can you be Christian and you're black? Like, man, but the one that was kind of like cringeworthy, even though it was a good bar, the one where he said, if God made you in his own image,
then I know he
a bitch.
See, shit like that is like, that wasn't like super like intricate and crazy, but like when shit like that hits, what can you do? There's nothing A Ward can't even formulate shit like that. You can rap as many entendres and
I'm gonna tell you what A-Verb said, man, and it was funny as hell the way he made it seem. Like he was like, he in the church and he battling people, and he said, white folks they'll shoot up a church. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he battling against the brothers. They not shooting no churches. You battled against another white guy. He shot the church up. Like, I don't give a fuck.
we're leaving the church out of this.
He said, black folks see somebody at the church, we let it go out. We'll let them have, we'll wait to catch them another time. He didn't pay attention to the Chicago shit, but and Dusky, I mean, and Wooski and shit, but he was like, usually, we see people at church, they good for the day. He said, white folks should church up if they want you. He said, and then Big K got on the show with Verb, and it was crazy. You got to watch that, man. He went live.
Did he? I don't know if I can stomach that.
Man, Big K is hilarious. You got to watch it. If you don't do anything but turn it, Big K part, man. Big K he's still talking shit, man.
Oh, I mean, deservedly so. Deservedly so.
Okay.
Because he really
Now,
the whole time. Because Big K has been telling him he's trash and can't fuck with him. He's been saying that for years, and people were confused. Like, what do you mean? Like in Big K's head, he already knew how that battle was gonna go.
yeah.
But only
Now
him knows shit.
I've been waiting to talk about the mud duck accusation.
Woo!
And it was funny because A Ward said, you call black women mud ducks. And for a while, the crowd was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And Big K just, kind of shook his head like, whatever, And, Big K, afterwards, Big K said, man, you knew he was desperate. You know what I'm saying? He was desperate. He knew he was dying. He had to do something.
Well, what's crazy is his first angle was the haunted house shit.
Yeah.
His parents
and nobody liked it.
I mean, I think it was part of it was too late because he actually had some good lines to go along with it. But
it was the beginning of his second. And when he said it, people were like, so? You can hear people saying it, so?
I mean, it does. I mean, it kind of doesn't really mean shit. Like his whole premise was, oh, your family came from money or your family owned a business. Like, I don't know if that really means much. Does it?
Yeah.
Like, but I thought it was in the third because they was like, you should have started your round with the mud duck thing as opposed to the
I might have had it mixed up, but I could have sworn
I think it's the third. I think both those angles came up in the third, but he put the haunted house shit first, and they was like, you should have that would have been good momentum to start your round.
But you know what? When I thought for sure that A Ward wasn't gonna make it through this battle, is A Ward had a rebuttal at the beginning of a second, and it fell flat.
His rebuttals did not hit.
His rebuttal did not hit, and people were like, no. And then Big K had a rebuttal at the beginning of his second, and they went crazy.
I don't even remember what it was.
But he had a rebuttal, and it was he proceeded to punch after that. It was just
the interesting part because Big K ended his third strong, but I don't think he started at that.
No, it wasn't a strong third in the beginning
because it was like he was doing the whole, we rehearsed our rounds together. We're about to go hang out with Adi Boom, but it was a big URL diss kind of because he was like, we rehearsed our rounds together, like the ultimate rehearse league or some shit.
Yeah, man, that was crazy, man. Big another win for the dog. Another win for the dog.
He was trolling a lot of times.
Huh?
Right. So I'm saying a lot of times it's like a kind of a troll, like, 30 sack work is like, you brought 2.5 rounds, so maybe not. But that one,
the dog wins again.
The dog definitely struck. He definitely struck.
Now, Clax. Now, I'm gonna tell you, this is how impressive Big K was to me. Now, they've been talking about how Av and Big K are supposed to line it up at some point this year, right?
Right.
And the whole time I've been thinking, it's not Av's gonna rap for 5-6 minutes around. It's just not gonna look good on camera. After that battle, I'm convinced if Big K puts an effort, it's gonna be a goodie. Like, who's playing James Brown?
My girl's playing it in the back.
The evil A Ward is.
Yeah, and it was crazy. Now, I don't want people to see this and say A Ward was trash. This was a good A Ward. It wasn't that A Ward went in there terrible and Big K was just good. It was a good A Ward. It's just Big K was on one. Like it was probably the best Big K performance I've seen in a long time. In a very long time. I mean, he's had good performances like that. I don't want to say this is his best ever, but that him versus Jada Nightwing, and there's him versus Ill Will was crazy.
Pat Stay, Head
Ice. He was good versus Ilmac. I had Ilmac winning, but he's very good versus Ilmac.
But this one was personal. Like
this was personal.
Not like he said so. Yeah, it was just
Now Verb said, so who's next? Are you gonna continue to do like that? He was like, I was motivated for this one, so next person might not get it like this, but
no.
He said that
he was so bad versus Reed Dollars and Jay Mills. Jay Mills, yeah, he was.
I thought he was solid against Jay.
He pulled out the phone.
Against me?
Was it Jay? One of those battles he was good in.
The Jay the Nightwing one, he was really good.
He was excellent in Jay the Nightwing.
But Jay Mills or Reed Dollars.
Jay Mills.
I can't remember which one of the two, but I thought he was solid in one of them.
The Reed one, he pulled his phone out. The Jay Mills battle, he might have been hard.
The Jay Mills battle.
Yeah, the Jay Mills battle was. Yeah, it doesn't compare though to the war one.
When you see this Clax, when you see Big K in this one, you like,
I'm gonna go find a bootleg as soon as I get off here.
Yeah, man, it's worth watching, man. It's like when I saw them. I think
I'll probably buy.
When you look at it, it says 55 minutes, I believe, and I'm thinking,
not a Big K battle, couldn't be.
No, the shortest battle was the B Magic coach, and that was like 26 minutes.
I can see that.
But
these battles long in the building, boy. Oh my god!
Who was the next battle?
I think it was Rosenberg and Jag.
Yeah, it was Rosenberg and Jag. I think Rosenberg and Jag was before Big K and A-Ward.
It may have.
It was right before that. It was before that because I actually watched. I missed. I think Jag went first. I missed his first round.
Yeah, I wasn't really in the mix of the Jag and Rosenberg. I can't remember if I ran to the car or I just wasn't in a good vantage point to really sit there and pay attention. So I was kind of more so going off of like the room and like just I don't know. Sometimes
a lot of 2-1 Rosenberg chants. So
my preference is definitely Rosenberg, but that's a battle that when I watch that one back, I'll get a chance to experience it damn near like it was the first time because I just wasn't all the way. Once it gets later in the night and you done stood up for all that time, and it's not like it was a super long event or anything like that, but I don't know, man. It's hard for me to tune into every last battle like that.
Yeah, I definitely have to. I'm gonna watch that battle tonight. Definitely gonna watch that battle tonight. What about? Let's see. So, the next battle was Ill Will versus Hollow.
Yeah.
Now, before we talk about this battle, I want you to include this, Foster. Who was battle tonight?
Honestly, I want to say Pain and Bad News.
Yeah.
There was still some like the best individual performance might have been Big K though.
Yeah. And that can be possible. You can have a battle of the night and you can have a performance of the night with a totally different battle.
Yeah, had the war battle been closer, that would have easily been battle of the night.
Yeah,
that means A-War would have lost his.
And the reason why I ask this is because for me, this Ill Will versus Hollow was pretty damn good, in my opinion. And I've actually saw comments where people were saying Hollow won, and I couldn't see it.
Yeah, no, I couldn't see it either, but
Will went crazy. Like Will, that first from Will was spooky.
Yeah.
It was that good. That first round from Will, and then the second and third was really good as well. So that first round, it looked like an angry Will, like he had something to prove. Like Will was going like I inboxed you while I was watching it. For us, like Will is talking. Golly.
I mean, he kind of got back on the right foot against 40 bars, but I think he understood that battling Hollow. This is one of those because first of all, they tend to. I feel like Will gets the stigma that once he gets up against the Rushmore guys, that he takes his foot off the gas. So this left another opportunity for him to quote unquote fall short against a legend. So I think he's determined to make sure that this one hit hard. Obviously that battle didn't go his way, so he needed to because I don't know, sometimes I feel like not that they're not necessarily disrespecting the women, but they look at the women, the female battles a little differently than going against a fellow, male peer. So Will was great. That's another battle that when I watch it on camera, I'll be able to experience it damn near like it's my first time because I was in the back waiting by the door waiting to leave. Like I wanted to get ahead of the crowd because I was fucking starving and they didn't have food trucks by the event this time. Usually they had usually so where the event was this time, I think it's technically outside of it didn't have like max out. There's a restaurant around. There's like a couple of restaurants around the corner. And then there was a food truck. There was no food walking distance, like within a mile of the studio, the studio room where it was at. So, more where I was starving and trying to get the fuck on once it got towards the end of the night. But yeah, I want to watch that battle back in its entirety and enjoy it for what it was. But Will was great, and Hollow was fully prepared and ready as well. Hollow's been busy though. Hollow, he got Sharon on the Penn State card coming up.
Yeah,
that battle's gonna be insane.
Yeah, that battle's gonna be crazy. They're gonna show out for Pat. For Pat.
Definitely, those are two guys. One, they both battle Pat.
What's the date on that card?
I want to say the 25th.
25th. Okay.
I think they're announcing the weekend.
25th of what?
Oh, February this month.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I definitely go. I'm gonna chime in there. I'm gonna get the pay-per-view.
Yeah, 20. It's just 25th and 26th. I don't know what's popping off. Yeah, I don't know what's popping off the first day, but
yeah. He said all the proceeds were going to Pat's family. So that's a dope, noble thing, man. Dope.
Yeah,
anyway, make sure if you can watch that Ill Will versus Hollow Nadon. It was a very good battle. I had Will winning. I had him a clear 2-1. Possible gentlemen's 30. Will was dope every round. Will was just wigging. Will is back in his bag. If you want to look at him versus the Rosenberg battle, and ever since then, he's back. He's back. The bars, the delivery, the performance, all that shit is back. So it was pretty dope. It's pretty dope. Hollow was dope too, but I had Will clearly winning that battle. Yep. So that does it for that card. I was hoping I-96 would pull up because they had some battles out in Flint.
The boy band.
And yeah, they had a pull-up card. they actually started this pull-up series, which is dope. Where it's no basic, it's no promotion, it's no flyer. You just say, hey, I'm gonna battle you this day, 3 rounds. I think it's 2-minute rounds, 2-minute rounds,
3 rounders.
Yeah, minute and a half, 2 minutes, 3 rounds, and you just go. You know what I'm saying? I think it's in. I don't know where they have it at. I don't want to get to elaborating where they have it at, but it's a small crowd. Limited people are invited, but they show up with the cameraman. The cameraman show up, the battlers show up, and they go. And there was 2 battles that I know went down. Tony Nova versus Prime, and I'm hearing that was a good one. And Breezy Wheel versus Chris Jr. And from my understanding, Breezy Wheel went crazy. I don't know. Chris Jr. That's what Nova battle last.
Okay, that's the one that. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, from my understanding, there were 3 good battles. Like I said, I invited I-96 Mob to the show, and I haven't heard anything back. Talked to Mitch specifically, and it wasn't like talk to him. It was on a post, and he said he's gonna pull up, and I sent him an invite. But I'm pretty sure they'll be on the Spaces talking about it tonight. So.
That's tonight.
They do the Spaces Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and actually it's been pretty entertaining. They got other people showing up to the Spaces, like they're being more consistent when doing them, and so they'll get somebody in the Spaces like a Stumbles show up, and or Elijah Stray,
Stumbles is there.
Yeah, Elijah Stray has been in there. Stumbles has been in there. Floss the Boss.
Wow.
It's been others, people that I don't know that they know from other parts of the country. So there was a actual fan of battle rap, and she was from LA, but she goes to all the battles in RBE and URL. She travels a lot, and she has a line of do-rags, and she was talking about those in the Spaces and stuff. So they've gotten away from the Spaces battles. That was a thing for a quick second, but they're more talking about more subjects and this, that, and other. So I think I personally think it's good. It's it's funny because you have certain people in the Spaces that actually talk like experts, but really be fucking up. They don't know what they're talking about. But it's entertaining to me. Everybody, but that gives you it gives you a voice though. So that's what I like about it. Whether you agree or disagree with what they're saying, they have an opportunity to speak. And there's a lot of voices in there that you generally don't hear in Michigan battle rap. You know what I'm saying? They're not as outspoken in the Michigan battle rap groups or the ABCD group. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now I got a chance to say what I want to say. You know what I'm saying? So a couple times it got a little sticky in there where a lot of testosterone, people arguing, wanting to fight online. But it's entertaining to me, man. Like I promise not to ever get in that space where I'm actually arguing with somebody about fighting on there, because that's happened like twice. You know what I'm saying? So, but you got to realize you're dealing with grown men on there, and one person is not going to talk tough to another grown man and him not say anything. There was a person from Grand Rapids in there. I ain't gonna say no names, but it's one person getting smart with somebody from Grand Rapids. Dude from Grand Rapids like, look, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no hoe. You ain't gonna talk to me kind of crazy. We can pull up wherever. Like it was like, come on, man, this is not for that. But at the same time, I get it. I do understand. So, but if y'all get a chance, tune into the spaces tonight. I guess, like I said, we can. I guess we can end the show early. Clax, I want to know what's going on with you. I know you were supposed to battle in Cleveland, but I know you're scheduled. You still have some stuff scheduled. If you want to talk about that real quick, let the people know what you're doing.
I'm on No Coast, the end of this
No Coast.
month. So
What's the date on that?
26th. It's the same days, the 25th and the 26th. Same days as the Pat Stay shit. So
All right.
Now, where is it?
in Chicago.
Chicago. Okay.
This is like their big event one of their two big events of the year that they throw. VDM.
Yeah. Who you got?
What? Who do I got? Some
Yeah.
dude named Father Focus Confucius.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're playing or not.
No, that's really his name.
Okay.
His battle name is Father Focus Confucius. I guess he's like one of their No Coast heavy hitters or whatever. So
Time just pulled up and said Clax is ass.
no, he said Clax's ass like in the most I don't know what that's about way.
We definitely have to get you guys. Y'all got to line it up. I'm like, yeah, I got to set it up.
It's clearly never going to happen.
It's time, man. It's overdue. Let's get this battle booked.
Where?
I don't know. It looks like Bar Wars is the ticket.
Detroit Battle Rap dead.
It's not like it was, man. I think Time said today, like, well, not I think he posted in the group. This group is ass. Like, it's like I've never seen the Michigan Battle Rap group so dead. Like, it's dead. It's been a while since it's been this bad. So, but Foster, what you got going on?
Ooh, nothing. I can't think of anything. Yeah, I don't really. As far as shit. I'll say this. Me, Casey James, and Trigger Ty recording a new song last
There we go.
Oh shit.
There we go.
Yeah, it's gonna be my next single. So be on the lookout for that. We're gonna be doing.
Are you guys
video.
willing? Are you guys willing to perform that new single on the in-store platform at the store?
Yeah. Once I release it, on the streaming platforms, and I mean, we wouldn't have to do it before we shot a video, but that's coming up too. So
yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be tomorrow. Just whenever you guys, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you guys are ready, we have a new platform called the In-Store. Times performed on it. Biggs performed on it. Jody Joe has performed on it. Tay JoJo. And Paige JoJo on there. Tay Nino. We've had some people perform. Those performances are going to drop soon. So
silly fucking rappers.
Hey, you got to read this, Foster. You got to read that. You got to read that. That was for you.
Too late. I'm on my second song with KC, so that's out the way.
This your brother, man. You got to, man. You got to rock with your brother, man.
Yeah, it was definitely that time.
I shut down WASG Radio briefly. I'm going to rebrand, remarket it, and do some more planning. I was honestly, to be honest, I didn't get a lot of listeners. I had a bunch of artists who gave me music to play. At least 40 artists have contributed music, and then I would actually go on air and it only have 3 or 4 people listening, with one of them being my wife. And I just felt like I'm doing something wrong. So I have to go back to the drawing board and try to come up with a marketing plan or something to promote it better. I have a target audience that I'm going to work on. And basically that target audience is like in other countries. So they use internet radio more than we do here. So that's what I want to do. I'm gonna also develop a playlist that can play 24/7, and I'll have all kinds of music on there, so that when I'm not on the air live, it just plays. So I'll be able to get more listeners. I just learned about that. So,
oh wow.
So yeah, it'll be like, and then I'm gonna do other things like I'm gonna do like
I'll put no fucking music out.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I'm gonna have stuff like Slow Jam Sunday and stuff like that, where or something like that. So, he talking about? He talking about Casey James? He got to be real snow. Anyway, that's what's up with me. We got some more. Me and Hank is working diligently on the plug cities and Real Snow. I'm not going to announce his platform, but he has a platform coming up. I'll let him do that when it's time. Let's see. Working on a couple of other podcasts. We're working on a couple of short films this year for sure. I've written and submitted like 2 or 3 scripts. So it's just a matter of getting the people. If you're interested in acting, get at me and Hank. We got plenty of roles to go around. So it's going to be a busy 2023. And more ASG radio for sure. As far as that as well, I will be doing one-on-one interviews. I won't advertise them. You'll just boom, they'll be there. I won't go live with the interviews. I'll record them and then upload them. Got an interview coming up this week. If you're interested in doing a one-on-one video interview, just get at me. The platform is about an hour long, if that, and we'll do some one-on-one interviews. ASP Radio interview series. It might be, I might add the crew with us too. So, but definitely you do interviews. It just depends on everybody's schedule.
I'm about to start my own platform.
Why is that?
No, I mean I'm gonna still hang out with you guys, but
I mean, I thought you was dissing us. Like, what's going on? Hey man, I encourage in like anything you do, I'll support. So, just let me know, man, what you're doing, man, so I can support it. So, but we'll get out of here. We actually made it like 53 minutes. Pistons should be losing pretty good to Boston right about now. Latest trade news is they're trying to move KD to Boston for Brown. For Jaylen Brown.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah, so they're trying to move some stuff around. If I was Boston, I wouldn't touch that team. I'm sorry.
I feel like KD and Tatum is redundant, isn't it?
It is. I with Jaylen Brown, I keep Jaylen Brown. Huh?
Yeah. I'd be pissed
I don't.
Jaylen Brown.
I stand pat with that. With what I got. I stand pat. I feel comfortable. If I'm a Boston fan, I feel comfortable in the East with my team going against a Milwaukee or going against Philly. I just feel good with that team. But who am I?
Trying to beat the Warriors though. Well, actually, shit, the Warriors aren't.
Warriors
doing
is
that
not
this
the
year,
team to
either.
beat in the West.
I mean, they were last year, but
Yeah, I think the team to beat is in the East, and it's between Boston and Milwaukee
right.
and Cleveland. Cleveland. I hate to say, put
Yeah,
Cleveland
what
in
the
there.
West is kind of weird. Like the Sacramento Kings are third in the West.
The Sacramento Kings are third in the West, and to be funny, and not to be funny, but if you look at it, it's looking like the Clippers is the fourth best team, and look like the Lakers is the fourth best team in California.
In Cali, bro, the worst.
Third best team in California. Because
Because you got the Warriors.
I got Sacramento above the Lakers. I got the Clippers above the Lakers, and I do have Golden State above the Lakers. So they're like that.
So you're saying they're the third?
Huh?
You're saying they're the third or fourth?
I'm saying the Lakers are the fourth best teams in
Okay,
California.
yeah. I was saying because they're 13th in the West right now.
Yeah,
they're not in play-in contention.
And you got Kyrie that just went to Dallas. I don't know what that's going to look like, but on paper, and it always looks good on paper. But I want to see what that looks like.
They're not going to guard nobody. They're not going to have no bench.
No.
And Kyrie is going to be gone. Kyrie is still going to be a free agent at the end of the year.
It's a one and done.
A 2-month run.
It's a one and done. He's not going to stay there. He's not going to stay there.
So they kind of mortgage their future with their best role players and several draft picks.
Several draft picks.
Yeah, but only one's a first round.
But
so what?
Like
I said, only one was a first rounder, and it's not till 2029. So
yeah, the thing is, like Boston, Brooklyn got over on the trade. I mean, if you look at it, Kyrie said he was done. He wasn't going to play another game, whether he was traded or not. So you had to move him, and they got some pieces and some picks for him. So Brooklyn got over.
Dinwiddie's having.
Dinwiddie is good. I mean, he's not Kyrie, of course, but he's good.
He started with Brooklyn. No, he started with Detroit, actually.
He started with Detroit.
But he went to
he
Brooklyn.
Wasn't the Dinwiddie he wasn't the Dinwiddie we know now.
No.
He could shoot, but he wasn't the Dinwiddie we know now. Detroit was trying to get Karis LeVert, but that fell through.
Yeah. Injury prone. Another guard.
We gotta have a sports show on here, man. We gotta have another sports show.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll do a second sports show next week after we get Kyrie. Kyrie gets a couple games in Dallas, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Pistons only down by one.
Oh, okay. For now. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I will see y'all next week. I got some interviews that's going to be dropping soon. As soon as I do the interview, it's not going to be live, but I'm going to drop it soon as we get the interview. I got some people that's not an NBR that I'm going to interview. So you'll be able to check those out, get familiar with these people. That's it for me. You got anything else y'all want to say? Frontline Apparel, get with Foster, get you some beer.
Yeah, be on the lookout for the next the next set of inventory for Frontline Apparel pretty soon. But other than that, new single on the way. So.
Foster been in the studio a lot lately, man. He's dropping some heat. And I'm gonna get that song too, and I'm gonna make sure when I start up WSG Radio that I had that song in rotation. What is Clax doing? He's smiling too hard. Let's get out of here, man. Cause
what?
I said you're smiling awful hard over there, bro.
Fuck, you gonna hate on my happiness? I'm not allowed to smile.
Yeah, we
You're
can't
allowed to smile, man. You're allowed to smile, bro.
I was just thinking about how I beat Stubbs by default. and times is still roaming.
All right, we're going to get out of here.
Got a kick out of it.
We are going to get out of here.